So hello there, and we're with today
John McPherson.
John McPherson. John, thank you very much for doing this interview with us. John, you live in the Gateshead area. Whereabouts is Gateshead?
Gateshead is just, I live in a place called Banks, which is just literally off the motorway by the Angel of the North. Just on your left as you look up, heading towards
right.
Washington.
Right, okay. And the nearest big city?
Gateshead.
Gateshead, and then
Newcastle.
Okay, so what kind of things of interest are in this area then?
In particularly, right where I live right now, just across the road, you have a cat and dog shelter.
All right.
Horse riding school, Angel of the North.
Uh-huh.
And it's easy accessible, so you can go to Durham or Newcastle.
Right. And are you originally from Gateshead then?
Yes, originally from Gateshead.
Have you lived here all of your life?
I've lived abroad in Australia and places, but yeah, majority of my life I've lived in Gateshead.
Right, okay. What keeps you here?
I like living here. I'm proud of where I'm from, and possibly most and foremost being my family.
Right,
my mum.
okay. Clearly. Yeah, okay. John, I know that you have a full-time job, yeah? But I'd like to focus on the other job, which is your real passion. What is it that you do?
It's all about spirituality. I'm a full-time spiritual medium, a healer, a Reiki and Bowen and Emmett, hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner, and I teach meditation classes.
Wow, that's a big curriculum, yeah?
Fairly.
Uh-huh. And how long have you been have this sort of spiritual mentality? How long has that lasted?
I was aware of spirit when I was 3-year-old.
Right.
I was 48 years.
Right.
But I've been doing mediumship for over 30 years.
Right, okay. And what kind of medium are you? I know there are different kinds, aren't there? How do you receive your messages?
I'm probably all of the above, like clairsentience, clairaudience, so I hear, I see, I sense.
Right.
I feel. So I'm kind of, it depends on the client that comes in. I'm different. Every time I work differently, but in essence, I'm just what I would call a spiritual medium.
Okay. And so you said you were aware of the spirit when you were 3 years old. What happened? How did you know that?
I thought everybody could see spirit, and I used to say it to my mum when I was little. Oh, there's a gentleman or a man standing in the corner, where I could see animals that were in the spirit.
Right.
And my mum used to say, no, there's nobody there, son. But I believe all children, well, I know this to be true, see spirit a lot easier because their lives have been blighted by humanity, if you want.
Okay.
So, yeah, and you'll find, you've got a child, if you see children that are talking to their imaginary friends, they're just spirit people.
Okay.
Is my belief.
Yeah, okay. And so how do you express yourself? Do you do one-to-ones or group work, or how do you do that?
Or I do one-to-ones, do small groups, or I do theatres or stadiums or clubs or wherever I'm needed to go.
Right.
I'm comfortable in one-to-ones or me in front of hundreds. It doesn't matter. I find it just, because it's not me actually working, once you're connecting into the spirit side, it doesn't matter. Okay.
And how do you, are you open to having spirit come to you all the time? How do you switch it on, switch it off, John?
You have to be in control. So, because spirits don't have a physical body, so they're never tired. Right. I'll just say to them, I'll open up my energy centers, your chakras, which is probably base to crown. And when I want to work, I open them up. But when if I'm on my normal job, I switch it off. But sometimes they'll still come through.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're going to end up very tired.
Okay.
Very tired.
Okay. Yeah. There's a drain. Is it a drain on you then?
When I'm linked in, I would say no. Mm-hmm. But if you have a lot of negativity in people, because some people are what we call empathic, you can pick up people's physical ailments. So if they had cancerous pains or bad back or a bad neck or whatever, you can pick these up.
Okay.
So it's again, you have like a spirit guide and what I call a doorkeeper, which keep you safe.
Right.
As well as. So.
Okay. Question as the devil's advocate, right? I know lots of people who talk about their disbelief in mediumship and things like that. Say, well, if they're that good mediums, why aren't they able to see the lottery numbers for Saturday? So how would you just explain that?
The one way I would just explain this for me is, and I've proved the point many times in the past, is a thing called dowsing. So you've seen people use it. I use a crystal, but you can have a piece of thread with a nut and bolt on. And if you ask for the movement for the great universal length, it'll move.
Yeah.
And you'll get your own yes and no, and I'll have it there and say, give me the lucky numbers, and it stays perfectly still.
Right.
Why it does it, I couldn't tell you. I wished it would. I could give them 5 in the bonus, perhaps, I don't know. But maybe.
Okay. Right. So what about your plans for the future then? Do you think, is it something that you would like to do full time?
Definitely. As I say, I'm teaching classes now. I'm running a class in the next couple of weeks at the community centre in Chester Street, just a 6-week basic course on awareness and meeting your guides and meditation and so forth.
Right.
Which will be starting on the 8th of August.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm open. I think we're all student and teacher at any given time.
Yeah.
I learn from my students and they learn from me, I hope.
For sure, yeah.
So yeah, I feel that with the other therapies that I do, that I want to be doing it full time, and I have wanted for a while.
Yeah.
But I can see it happening in the next 2 to 3 years for sure.
Okay, sounds nice, yeah. Other things that you do, I know you're a great traveller, aren't you? You like to travel.
Yes.
Yeah, as a good Sagittarian that you are.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, so where do you like to travel to?
Off the beaten track.
Right.
First started going around I've travelled all around Australia. I lived in Australia for a little while, for over a year, in 1989 to 1990, and to like Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam.
Right.
And next year, God willing, I'd like to take my girlfriend and go to South America.
All right.
To Costa Rica for some reason, I don't know why.
Okay, nice name. Okay.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, excellent. One thing that I'm aware of is, as we're talking, John, and you're talking about spirituality, you talk about it with great ease.
Yes.
Like you know, it's for you, it's a given. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you find that when you talk to some people and you're kind of talking about mediumship and this and that, and does it shock some people sometimes?
Oh yes, a lot of them think I'm nuts, a devil, for want of a better word.
Okay.
Like a lot of people, which, to be fair, I like people who are sceptical. Why wouldn't they be? They don't know who I am unless they've seen us working before. So then my job is not to prove them wrong, is to take the ignorance away from it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I like to do, because it's just, if they don't know anything about it, and there is lots of, what I would say, bad mediums out there who take people's money just for the sake of taking money. I'm not in it for that.
Okay. Okay, and do you think there's a dark side to what you do? Is it possible?
There's a negative side, because just because someone's passed into the spirit world, if they are awful, miserable, nasty people, then some of them still have that. I mean, there's been records showing, there was a film a long time ago, and it was called, a true story called The Entity. I don't know if you've seen it before, where that spirit followed that lady all over and it was physically abusing her. So there is that side to it.
Okay.
But I think personally, if you work on a higher light vibration, higher vibration negates negativity. So if I'm a positive person, if I sat next to you and feeling tired or down, after a short while, as I would do with you, I should imagine, you raise the vibration because it negates negativity.
Right, okay. Okay. Excellent. Well, that's really nice. And it looks like my battery's going to run out, so we're going to bring this to an end, John. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.